Hey, welcome back to FlatWorld, where I have good news, bad news, and weird news. It's loading because this was important enough. I wanted to make sure I hit, save and quit to make sure I had it, backed up the file. Shouldn't make a big difference. I should be okay, but if anything weird happens. So the good news is this. I finally saw, in fact, I think he's still down there. It just happened. He's running around all crazy. He didn't have any llamas, although there's his llamas apparently. But, well, maybe that's him right there, isn't it? So this guy finally had spruce saplings, and I just bought him out. Let me get down there before he panics and runs away, maybe. He was running away before I talked to him. I don't know. So the good news is that I have, let me just go see if I can talk to him real quick. Yeah, so I got those. Nothing else here I really need from him, I don't think. Thanks. Here's the good news. I finally have the trees that I really want if I want to start collecting wood in large amounts. That, does me that good. I'll cut to weird news because I'm right here. That's why I have this, which I'm going to eat to get my health back. I was kind of away from keyboard over, in my little glass house thing there. Doing other stuff on the computer, and suddenly there was all this thunder and stuff, so I came in here. Just in time. I wasn't really in position to start recording it for any reason, but lightning, I think it struck the water here. It must have. I don't know what else it could have been. And I got these horses, which of course had skeletons on them, so I had to shoot and again, this whole time I wasn't really... I might have started recording, but I, wouldn't have had anything else to do after the fact, so it would have been pretty short for no reason. I put saddles on them, so I have these guys that... as far as I know, I still can't put armor on these. Yeah, there's no spot for it, so, that is okay, I guess. So anyway, I've got these. I could probably use them to... I also have the wings, of course. I could probably use them to ride around a bit if I wanted to. And have that. So, I guess I'm trying to decide. Here's the bad news. I don't know where I can put these as such. Anywhere. But if I just plant... Well, if I just plant one, I'll get a spruce tree. But if I just plant a super tree, the dirt it's on and the surrounding grass turns to podzol, which I don't really want it to do. I guess what I could do with it is grab some... How many... Somewhat ironically, I don't have enough torches because I haven't burned enough logs to get enough charcoal to have torches. I guess what I'm thinking is we could probably just go over here somewhere. Is there any... Well, that's in the way a bit. Let's just go here. This will work. Let's go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't need torches on glass because nothing spawns on glass. But it does help if I want lights, and of course I do. So that at least gets me that. Get this filled in, which actually I want to go. Oh, just torching. When this works, I don't know why it wouldn't. I'll be able to make torches a lot. Doesn't even have to be glass. I keep thinking I don't want shadows down on the ground there, where monsters would spawn. I've had it happen. The first crater in the map came from a creeper that kind of followed me out, and I guess I'm out of torches now. And well, it killed me, in fact. I just got lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no torches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm into this point. It's pretty academic. I'm going to fill this whole thing in with glass, but So, you know, just do that. Am I out of... Yeah, I need more glass than I have. Each square, I think, averages to something like 25 blocks. Each grid, each thing. Because it's 16 in the middle and then technically 16 on the outside, but it tends to share borders, so it works out to around 25-ish. Yeah, I don't know what it works out to. I don't care very much. Glass all this in so we have a surface, because I don't need stuff bailing over the side. I can go down and get it. It's not actually skyblock, but I don't need to go down and get it if I don't have, you know, if I can avoid it, I will, and that means doing what I'm doing. Good news, if I have logs to spare, and I probably could have had I've used them all in the damned sheep thing and the chicken thing before that, which we can look at in a minute. I just want to get started on this. Which I could probably just already do. Hang on, let me literally get started. Get this down. What am I doing? It's running me out of stuff. 1, 2, just put this here. Give me, 2 of these. And back up just enough to set these down. And then go ahead and plant the tree, and we'll see how big that gets. Give me this back so I can finish the, surface bit. And I'll probably do something like, well, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm putting this in a really stupid place, because if I want to burn logs, the, you know, ovenator's way the hell over there, so that's kind of stupid. But whatever. I can have... All I'm using here, I'm using glass, which is a little expensive, although I can get more sand, obviously. Dirt, which I get from using sand to blow up the ground and get more sand. Ta-da. And that's basically it. Dirt and a place to put the dirt. Chop this thing down real quick, get lots and lots and lots of logs, which will help me. Seriously, to date, I've just been... It's been crazy trying to accumulate the logs I would need to get anything done. I have saplings. I have, obviously, oak, and then I got, whatever the ash stuff is, which I'll think of in a minute. Somehow. Nope, not working. It's... what the hell is it called? I don't know what it is. I can find out. It's right there. Birch is what it is. That one. Hard for me. I don't know why. I can't remember that it's birch. We have these where I live. I think I have one of these in my yard. I hate them, by the way. They suck. Plant this. And then we have that again. Actually, let me... Okay, more saplings is good. Always. Oh, nuts, I'm going to have 3... Well, my tick rate's kicked up a bit. Not a lot. It's only up to like 40. Yeah, that's not really what I meant. So, it should grow back relatively, especially without a lot of interference. There's not much else that the game could try to do right now. Because I'm in a big, fairly eventless, uneventful, you know, bunch of nothing. Again, it's not skyblock. There is a ground, but it's not really... There's not a lot competing for... Okay, that was bad, but it worked out. Not a lot competing for, you know, computational cycles or whatever the hell might be the excuse in a busy world. Get all of this because now I have, the box down there at least is full of one. I like doing that. I like, partly so I can just shift-click stuff in and I don't have to think about where it goes. And partly so if I'm really doomed, like, you know, I keep saying I'm out of birch stuff now. But in fact, I've got 45 logs that I could rip out of there if I needed to for something. If it was an emergency and I needed wood really desperately, I could do it. Am I full? I guess I got that. Leaves me 8. I'll get to that. Oh, nighttime, yay. So, yeah, let's go make some charcoal because I could use it. That just is a matter of throwing it in here and letting it happen because I've got, you know, infinite fuel to burn. Okay, I may have hurried over here for no reason. As far as the skeletal horse, well, any horses, but those in particular, what I've been thinking toward for a while now is maybe just staircasing down. It wouldn't have to be very, like, 3 meters wide, 5, something. And making a ramp that I can get the horses up and down to here where they're relatively safe, although apparently they can get hit by lightning. Which I don't know how that affects a skeletal horse, in fact. Yeah, it seems the more I think about it, like I ought to have what I just did, but over here also. So maybe do that. Oh, well, I'll get the charcoal in a minute. Why don't we focus here? 5, 1, 2. Actually, this probably would be handy. 10, 15. What I've noticed is that was to start with 15, right? So 20, 30. With a tree like that, it can eject sapling, as it's decaying. It can eject stuff pretty far to the side. But like 97% of whatever it throws out would land on what I have here. If almost nothing's going to go over the side if I have it this wide. So we'll just do it this way. Need more torches still, of course, but that's something I can have now. At least, easily in large numbers. Which I might as well, I don't need to use the charcoal to burn stuff, so it's all basically free. That was fast. Oh, I had some in there I forgot I had. Alright, you make me some torches, that's a lot. I don't know where these go yet. Well, actually, I kind of do. Let me... Goes, here, which is kind of optional, but it makes it look good. Sort of. 25, corner is 30, 60, 55, and then from here I can just kind of... And I'm trying to decide if there's any point to doing one of these over by the village. I guess the point would be if I need wood. Well, need wood for something. That can go, I don't care. That can give me those. Get this all put in real quick. So I could have a tree over there, I don't know if I care very much. I mean, it's not that far, so if I desperately need wood for like boxes or whatever, I could probably run over here and grab it and then go back with them. It's a downside of maybe 90 seconds. So I probably won't bother. Maybe I could. It doesn't really hurt me to bother. It's just more glass, more surface, more stuff. Probably could fill that in before I fall down. Oh, yay. Yay for slow touch. If I ever get this done, it's not, there's no good way to be fast anyway, but with glass it's really kind of awkward if well, with the silk touch it's not as bad a deal, but if I misplace one of these things, it's just downtime getting it back out. I almost just did it. And that should be all of it. If I had the dirt handy, this obviously goes just right here in the dead center. That goes here. Half of this goes in the ground. Okay, whatever. To be a tree. Go back to that one, I suppose. Grab it up. Well, that's not going to give me all that many leaves. The real trick here as well, especially granting that the only place I can ever get these damn saplings is from a trader who shows up after 1161 days. That's not cool. But brilliant. What was I going to mention about that? Oh, yeah, I want to make sure I have, I think I still have 4 in the main box. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I left them there in the seed vault. So, in the absolute worst case, I can probably just grow a tree out of 1 sapling and make sure I get enough, back to keep this going. But at some point, I'm going to get a, super tree like this that's just nothing but leaves. Like there'll be the 2x2 column in the middle of wood, but it's just a big floofy thing that gives me half a stack of saplings as it falls apart. So at that point, I don't have to think about it too much. And in the not so long term, I could actually be using excess saplings as you know, I can put it in a mulcher and get stuff happening that way. That was bizarre. Well, whatever. Alright, I got 5, so, well, 6 now. Plant those, give me that, give me all of this stuff. For now, I'm thinking we just ditch those in there. Hang on to the 4 I have, because I don't have enough to get 2. Oh, let me put down torches while I'm thinking about it. There should be one about here. I don't think these torches are terribly important to the operation of a tree, but, well, it looks stupid if they're asymmetrical, and it's, I suppose it's just yet more light. I don't think it affects it, but it doesn't hurt it, so we'll do it. Is that a sapling? Okay. Oh, big floofy, that's what I, well, no, they can get bigger and floofier than that, actually, but that's big and floofy, and that's actually about as, that's just about a perfect tree. There is one version that's slightly better. That's kind of, it's that, but it's taller. So, like, the trunk part is, I don't want to hit that with a silk touch axe because I'll just get a leaf block and I don't need that. Although I suppose if I didn't have sand, or if I had one of these from the beginning, I could have made a village out of leaf blocks. That would also be a transparent thing that the iron guys can't spawn on, but it wasn't really an option for me. Alright, tear all this down. Should get oodles of leaves out of saplings. Fronds, I guess in this case. It's kind of a ferny tree, I think. In fact, I would just about hazard. I can go, well, that do it. And then, yeah, we got one of these somewhat regrettably phallic. I hate these trees. They're just, they're not bad. They give you a lot of wood, but man, they're tight with the saplings. I'm getting them back, so not quite my favorite version. This, the one I just chopped down here isn't bad. Look at all these saplings. We're basically, we're no longer in a, you know, we're no longer concerned about making sure we have enough. I think we're good. That's 18 right there. That's twice what I need to fill up the lower row. Which about that, well, yeah. Goes there, give me 45 of these, by which I mean leave me 19. Put them with the 5, there we go. Replant these, because we do that now. Let me go see if the seed vault, I think I left 4 in there, didn't I? Yeah, so that's cool. I'll just stash these over here. And we'll have that. One day, oh, you can, you know, just make me more charcoal, I don't care. It certainly doesn't hurt me to do. Are you still working on the, yeah, a bit. I don't know why. I could have just clicked it right into there, but I didn't. That doesn't have to be with me. Actually, wait a minute. No, I can go in there, just wait there, I don't care. I can't do much else with that. It's really just good for making, well, making torches, or I suppose, burning things, but since I don't have any reason to burn, I mean, if I want to burn something, I've got bamboo for it, so. Alright, let's go. What are we on time? So we just sort of, 20 minutes on that, wow. Well, still, I'm pretty happy that we got that stuff finally, after 4 game years, or whatever it is, 3.5, 3, 3.5, I don't know. As far as, I'm actually not done with this technically, but it works. Okay, so we have the Chickenator we did a couple of days ago, right? We have chicken, we have feathers, we have the actually give me chicken, which I guess you did. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Let me, do I have room for that? Not really, whatever. Go find a butcher, well, because I can repair my axe real quick. I don't have any armor on. What do butchers look like, you guys? And this is where it really helps to have a speedy, unbreaking, mending axe. Because I intend to do a lot of tree cutting down. You're not a butcher. You're not a good butcher. You're not a good butcher anymore. You're a fisherman. What the hell is going on here? What are you people doing? It's weird. Anyway, so we have all of that. If I hadn't left that wood behind... Are you guys getting... Oh, it's almost bedtime, so you're weird. Where's this guy? And you're different yet again. I think there's like 5 or 6 Fletchers now, despite only 1 Fletcher workstation. You're good. If I still had the wood, I could probably open this guy up to the point... Well, no, I don't have it. That, I could... Are you a butcher? I think what's happening is they're somehow wandering away and getting replaced at their, their jobs. More iron coming in. Yeah, which isn't great because, until this place is completely full and I finally land on one functioning guy, like, say, Fletcher. What am I looking for? Where are you? What are you... I can't, I can't really rely... The guy that I had almost opened up to... Get out of my way. Almost opened up to the point that I could give him feathers. Has wandered away from his job, and that's not helping me much. Oh. The other... Let me sleep, because I... Oh, and I have to put away some... Did I really got only 10? Oh, no, I bought saplings, so I was out of emeralds and whatever. Give me... Put that back. Bed's where I want to take a nap in just a sec. That's pretty starry. Let's go. And then I'll look at the sheep thing, which, yeah, is not in fact finished. Give me my bed. So feathers there if I ever get a Fletcher that sticks around, being, remains viable long enough to talk about. This is working in as much, I don't know how close I can really get to it. This close, because I don't have any way to jump on anything. But they're all in there doing their thing. This is all carpeted, so nothing spawns. Incidentally, with the 2 that I put in these bricks to put the repeaters on, I went ahead and put them back as glass and with repeaters on that. It works, so it just looks better to me. It doesn't really make any real difference, which is why I put it back, because it doesn't matter. So I might as well go with aesthetics if the form-following function is the same either way. No, if the function itself is the same either way, then the form can be whatever. Yeah, so they, eat grass, and the observer sees the grass at changed states, tells the redstone on this block to tell the redstone on that slab to tell that redstone on that slab to tell the repeater to tell the dispenser to throw out shears a bit and do what it just did, and then he eats some more grass, and it just keeps never stopping. Makes its way down into here through the hopper line because of the hopper carts. That's pretty obvious. I'm stuck now. And if I can... Yeah, hopper line. Pretty evident. Then makes its way into this tower, which hopper clock tells the tower it can throw stuff upwards if there's something in it to throw. Makes its way here, rolls over. Basic sorting, well, not basic actually, but it's a two-step sorting system that's backed up one because I had to stagger these. Believe it or not, even with the extra hoppers, this is 1 meter smaller than it would be if it were like that. But I didn't really have room for like that, with given where it's a big thing. Once it's in here, and I can get up there, I just was up there. I can, black wool is this line. Oh, there's no, give me that. I just realized that I left this open and I probably shouldn't have. Told you I wasn't done. So anyway, yeah, white, gray, I think, brown, yeah. Oh, because I stole them out of that was stupid. Anyway, it'll work out. Roll their ways down here, and we get, you know, collection of wool. All of which I don't. Do I even have any shepherds? They use whatever the hell uses. You need string to make it, and I don't know if I ever made any. I'm not sure I even have shepherds yet. What do they look like? I still have all of this room to build in professions, and I haven't really done it. Which I think is why these Fletchers are wandering off and sucking. What I really don't know is if they're eventually making their way home to their workstation and just all clocking in on one machine, on one workstation device thingy. I don't think I have any shepherds, which is kind of hilarious. Well, that's something to do then, sometime. Because for now I got like 3 minutes left and I'm not going to bother. Oh, what I have to do, what I haven't done yet, is if I were up here. And again, there's, you know, there's a simple version of this that I'm just not doing. I don't have anywhere to put that. Give me one of these. And, oh, just throw this right there. I should be able to get around. So, what I don't have yet, I've got clippers in here. What I could do is have a hopper pointing, I think. I just realized there might be a way to do it shallower than other. If I had a hopper, do I have hoppers? No. If I had a hopper here going into that, here going into that, and so on, and then a line of hoppers going along the top, I think that would technically work. Because hopper, you know, like, kind of like that, where the one hopper is going out to the side, but also goes down if it can't go to the, you know. I think that might actually work. So basically I just need 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 hoppers maybe. And, well, actually it doesn't really matter. I don't know why I thought I was going to connect to this. It's not. And then just have a box up there that I can basically jump up and fill up with clippers and have. It's not really an emergency because right now we have enough left on these clippers. These are probably technically the oldest. And they're all pretty good. I mean, 227. The pair I have are down to 201 after all the use I put on them. So yeah, I mean, if I want to build a big bunch of clippers that fall into where they go anytime they need to, I could. I don't think it's much of an emergency. I'm not even sure I still need to be carrying emeralds around. I'm trying to think what else the trader. There's one tree. I don't have a case yet. That's what it is. So I guess if I cared, I could hold out for that, but I don't much give a damn. I mean, if he gives it to me someday, great. I just don't care very much. I don't exactly hate acacia, but that's the one that's kind of almost, I think, like a blue bark, and then the wood itself is sort of a red. I don't have it. I don't know why I'm jumping like a moron. That's the one I don't. That's just bad. I don't have any use for this anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. In fact, I'll hang on to it for now. Yeah, right there would be that final sapling I don't have. I figured out what goes That's usually for me, the letter there is usually netherwort, which I don't have for some reason. I haven't got it yet. What that is usually is cocoa beans. You know, I've got, let me have, one sec, let me move this. I have my microphone is sort of obscuring a bit of the other screen, which is a trick. Do you have ever cocoa beans? I don't know. That's pumpkins. That is a pumpkin. That's melons, beets, wheat. He never has cocoa, so I'm never going to have cocoa beans that I can think of on this map. Unless for some reason I find them in a village somewhere sometime, maybe. Which I'm not sure how likely that is, of course. But I'm out of time now, I think. So, I'll, you know, we got the trees. So basically I've got endless wood. I can do whatever requires wood, as long as it can be spruce wood. And the only thing that can't be is if I want a specific color fence, and I don't care. I've got all the wood I need now, so we got that handled. That's a milestone. I could have done it with, one sec. I have jungle wood, which actually gives you more wood per tree if I do a super tree, but it gives you less saplings, so I really hate it. Like on a long enough timeline, I'd run out. It would suck. So I'd rather have spruce. I like it a lot. So I have that. I'll probably maybe stockpile some wood in the downtime before whatever we do next, and I'll just see you then. So, bye.